so much more. It's the whole picture. That's why at Amita Health, we're about more than healthcare. We believe in whole care. Because you're more than a set of symptoms, a chart, or a procedure. You're the whole package. And that's how you'll be treated at Amita Health. Always. Amita Health. In sickness and in health.
Beep, beep. What up, Barry?
Hey, Chuck. Aren't you supposed to be on the course?
I was, but I need a new driver.
Oh, what kind?
One that hits the ball better.
Okay, I got you. Let's go to the hitting bay.
Oops.
Maybe we need a new driver for the cart, too.
You're a funny guy. Ooh, that's nice.
That one definitely hits the ball.
Come on, get in.
Yeah, I'm good.
Suit yourself.
Oh, no.
The sun is scorching and the skies are blue. You know what that means. It's time for 14U Travel Baseball at Polk Branch West Park in Schaumburg, Illinois. I'm Josh Lill with Sports Broadcast Solutions. And I have Grant Durr here of the Schaumburg Flyers, a blue 14U squad. Grant, first of all, it was a heartbreaker last time out against Sun Prairie. 4 runs given up in the 6th. They walk it off. How do you bounce it back after a game like that?
Just focus on energy in the dugout and keeping each other, holding yourself accountable for your mistakes and stuff like that.
Now, amidst a 3-game losing streak, you've lost 4 of your last 6. What's the team's mindset coming into tonight?
Hit the ball and just like have confidence around the bases.
Now, you've had several pitching outings this year. You've started 4 games. How has your pitching been a bright spot for you? What has been good for you?
Not really anything. I'm like a decent pitcher, but most of the time it's just try to throw strikes, let them hit contact with the ball, and just trust your defense.
But it's your batting .408, the second highest batting average on your team. How do you do 2 things at once? A lot of people just bat, a lot just pitch. You're able.
Probably Shohei Ohtani. I don't know. I just like what he does.
Going up against the Elmhurst Extreme tonight, what's an area your team looks to focus in on as you go up against Elmhurst?
Just hit nukes and be confident.
You have to love it. Grant Durr of the Schaumburg Flyers, Blue 14U squad. I'm Josh Lill with Sports Broadcast Solutions. First pitch coming your way between the Elmhurst Extreme and the Schaumburg Flyers, 14U at Polk Branch West Park in Schaumburg, Illinois.
Lou Malnati's is about far more than making great pizza. It has been important to us to build a relationally sound culture from the inside out. We believe people that work on the same team must be meticulous about keeping their relationships clear at all times. During COVID, we created an employee relief fund, a 75% employee food discount, and handed out emergency sick pay. Since giving back to our community has been part of the Malnati tradition since 1971, we continually made it our job to feed frontline hospital workers during this difficult time. We're a family-owned company that values honesty, teamwork, and fun by having a dynamic, supportive, and inclusive culture. And we're honored and humbled to be recognized as one of the national top workplaces.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
Beep, beep. What up, Barry?
Hey, Chuck. Aren't you supposed to be on the course?
I was, but I need a new driver.
Oh, what kind?
One that hits the ball better.
Okay, I got you. Let's go to the hitting bay.
Oops.
Maybe we need a new driver for the cart, too.
You're a funny guy. Ooh, that's nice.
That one definitely hits the ball.
Come on, get in.
Yeah, I'm good.
Suit yourself.
Oh, no, 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 no.
What makes up a person? There's love, there's work, there's family, there's health, and so much more. It's the whole picture. That's why at Amita Health, we're about more than healthcare. We believe in whole care. Because you're more than a set of symptoms, a chart, or a procedure. You're the whole package. And that's how you'll be treated at Amita Health. Always. Amita Health, in sickness and in health.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede.
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's...
When you're told that you're in your 50s and that you need a hip replacement and you're working, it's just very hard to hear that. Whole Care at Amita Health gave me options before, during, and after surgery. The pain was gone. I was dancing in heels in 5 weeks after my first hip replacement. The nursing staff and therapists at Amita Health were amazing. I'm Denise, and this is my Whole Care story.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
Lou Malnati's is about far more than making great pizza. It has been important to us to build a relationally sound culture from the inside out. We believe people that work on the same team must be meticulous about keeping their relationships clear at all times. During COVID, we created an employee relief fund, a 75% employee food discount, and handed out emergency sick pay. Since giving back to our community has been part of the Malnati tradition since 1971, we continually made it our job to feed frontline hospital workers during this difficult time. We're a family-owned company that values honesty, teamwork, and fun by having a dynamic, supportive, and inclusive culture. And we're honored and humbled to be recognized as one of the national top workplaces.
Beep, beep. What up, Barry?
Hey, Chuck. Aren't you supposed to be on the course?
I was, but I need a new driver.
Oh, what kind?
One that hits the ball better.
Okay, I got you. Let's go to the hitting bay.
Oops.
Maybe we need a new driver for the cart, too.
You're a funny guy. Ooh, that's nice.
That one definitely hits the ball.
Come on, get in.
Yeah, I'm good.
Suit yourself.
Oh, no.
What makes up a person? There's love, there's work, there's family, there's health, and so much more. It's the whole picture. That's why at Amita Health, we're about more than healthcare. We believe in whole care. Because you're more than a set of symptoms, a chart, or a procedure. You're the whole package. And that's how you'll be treated at Amita Health. Always. Amita Health, in sickness and in health.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
When you're told that you're in your 50s and that you need a hip replacement and you're working, it's just very hard to hear that. Whole Care at Amita Health gave me options before, during, and after surgery. The pain was gone. I was dancing in heels in 5 weeks after my first hip replacement. The nursing staff and therapists at Amita Health were amazing. I'm Denise, and this is my Whole Care story.
Welcome to Polk Branch West Field in Schaumburg, Illinois for this 14U matchup between the Schaumburg Flyers and the Elmhurst Extreme on YouTube with Sports Broadcast Solutions. I'm Anthony Collada with my partner Xander Chamberlain. Xander, the Flyers come into this game with a 10-17 record and on a 3-game losing streak, the Extreme on a 4-game losing streak. How can they try to get off the schneid and find their way back into the victory column here?
First of all, you gotta get the losing streak out of your head. When you're on a losing streak, you can get in your pants, your car, your dreams, everywhere. So they just gotta focus on the game at hand, and just every game is an opportunity to learn and grow from the last one. One good game could turn around an entire month. 1 month could turn around your entire season, unless he starts your night for one of these teams.
Yeah, it's been a rough go of it for the Flyers. They've had losing streaks of 7, 4 at the end of May, and now on the 3. Really just trying to focus on getting the bats going. They've had several players hitless in the last few games. What does their approach need to be at the plate?
They need to change it up based on the pitcher they're facing. Obviously, different games are going to call for different practices of hitting. A pitcher might favor one certain pitch compared to another. Just watch film on the pitcher. Look out for his tendencies. That's the most important thing about a pitcher, what kind of pitches they're going to throw, and adjust accordingly.
And another big storyline in this one is the hot, steamy weather in Schaumburg, Illinois today. 96 and sticky. What does that do for a hitter and for a pitcher?
It's going to give another thing to worry about. You got to worry about the person in front of you and the heat. You're sweating, you're wearing a uniform with pants on and probably pads in this heat. It can get very hot very quickly. You just got to block out that heat and focus on the task at hand.
And it's also important to note that the ball does travel farther in the thick heat, in the nice warm air. So we are expecting more offense in this one.
That'll be very fun to watch. I love watching offensive games. I know you do too. It's going to be fun to watch the teams put points up on the board. We should have a high scoring game here tonight.
We are close to first pitch here in Schaumburg, Illinois at Polk Branch West Field. We will be right back with first pitch.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
We are back in Schaumburg, Illinois, as we await first pitch between the Schaumburg Flyers and Elmhurst Extreme in this 14U matchup. It should be a good one, Xander.
Exactly. As you said earlier, the ball is going to travel farther in the heat, so we should be looking for a lot of offense. Those outfielders better stay prepared.
The starting pitcher for the Flyers in this one is Nico Dill. He last pitched on June 10th. He went 4 innings and was roughed up pretty badly. 9 hits, 6 earned runs, and 4 free passes. He did strike out 8, though. So what does he need to do to try to take the good and the bad and try to fix some things into this next start?
Well, it's been a while since his last pitch, so he's had time to breathe. So we're going to see if he can brush that last game off and just focus on winning a game against this team. They're very good, so we're going to see how he performs.
Yeah, both teams struggling, but with the hot air and losing streaks, the offenses are bound to wake up eventually. This might be the one.
Exactly. Both teams are hungry for a win. They're both on losing streaks. They both had pretty heartbreaking losses in their last games. The Elmhurst Flyers losing their last game against 14U Michaels 8-19. Not the best outing for them.
As Nico finishes up his warm-up pitches, the outfielders and infielders toss the ball around. We await first pitch.
And I'm looking to see what kind of pitches Nico was throwing on these warm-ups. A lot of fastballs, maybe some curveballs. So you're trying to throw whatever you can and throw some different pitches. You know, you never know when one pitch is going to be needed to use on a certain type of batter.
What do you think the right approach is for a pitcher warming up in between innings? Do you think it's smart to go out there, especially in the first inning, and just throw all fastballs, get a feel for your fastball, or is it worth flipping up a couple curveballs, letting the other team get a look at you before the game even starts?
I'd probably say throw a couple of curveballs, kind of mix them up a little bit, but don't show your whole arsenal. Don't reveal your whole hand before the game begins. Pitching is all about strategy, and you got to be a good strategist to win these pitcher versus hitter duels.
The balls are in. Angel Gutierrez throws down to second. Warm-ups are over. And we are seconds away from first pitch as Henry Duda, the leadoff man for the Extreme, steps to the plate.
In his last game, he went 1 for 1, had 1 RBI, so a decent outing for him despite the loss.
We are ready for first pitch. Dill fires in, strike 1 with the changeup, starting off the game with an off-speed pitch.
And I think it's very interesting with a changeup. Usually we say a fastball or a curveball, something simple. Nico is not holding back.
That ball is grounded to the third baseman, Otano, and it's unable to be held in by Otano at third, and the leadoff man, Duda, is on with an error to begin the game.
That was a major miscommunication between the shortstop and third base. They both went after the ball, just have one go after it, and then get ready to make the play.
Dill into the stretch right away as he misses for ball 1, and now Duda steals second base as the throw from Gutierrez is late.
That was a very quick steal by Duda here. He's being aggressive. Both these teams hungry for this win.
As that ball's lined foul down the left field line by the number 2 batter, Baird, in the Extreme lineup. A rough start for Nico Dill on the mound as he gets the ground ball to start the game, but an error, and now all of a sudden a runner in scoring position.
That's not really his fault. That's more of the defense failing to do their job and making a completely avoidable error.
The 2-1 from Dill misses outside, a close pitch. We've seen Dill take a lot off on some of these pitches, trying to keep them off balance.
He is. He's trying to angle his pitches and make the batter hesitate a bit.
As Baird lines that one into center, Duda is going to stop at third, and now there are runners at the corners with nobody out.
Already. This is not the best situation for Nico.
That'll bring up Danny Rabel to the plate. As Dill takes an extra second on the mound to compose himself. Rabel batting .405.
That is
as Baird takes second base on the defensive indifference. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Rabel already with 19 RBIs. Looking to drive more in here as he fouls one right at his coach down the first base line.
And Rabel is playing a great field for the game right now. He's getting a lot of hits, a lot of RBIs, batting very well. Let's see what Nico has cooked up in store for him.
Dill fires, and that one's lined to the third baseman, to the shortstop. The shortstop Lipa is unable to make the throw, and that's going to allow Duda to score and Baird to move over to third base. So still runners at the corners, nobody out, but now a run across for the extreme here in the first.
The Flyers were trying to prevent Duda from taking home, but not the best catch by the first baseman, and Duda will score.
Now the cleanup man, Gavin Brown, due up for the extreme. Dill will check on Rabel at first. As Rabel takes off and takes second again, we see that throw down to the shortstop at his regular position, trying to catch runners off the base.
He's throwing a lot of throws to that shortstop. Very unusual here early in this game.
Brown takes a big cut at that one and fouls it back. 0-2 now the count. Still nobody out early in this first inning.
And that just shows a lack of communication from the defense. They're making unforced errors and slow plays.
As Gavin hangs back on that off-speed pitch and lines it in the left, 1 run is going to score. And runners will remain at the corners as that is now a 2-0 lead for the extreme.
And that's the example I was talking about there. The shortstop for the Flyers, Lippier, tried to dive for the ball, went right past him. Not the best coordinated play right there, and that allowed a run to score.
As the first offering to Bokel is fouled back. Brian Bokel batting .333, looking to pick up his 10th RBI with Rabel over at third. Dill fires in a strike as Gavin Brown takes second base. No throws. They're not even worrying about the runner at first when there's a runner at third, Xander.
Well, I think they're just concerned about trying to keep the Elmhurst runners from scoring home, but that's not really working out there so far.
As a high swing and miss is swung on by Brian Bokel for the first out as Dill finally gets that first out of the inning.
And that's a big relief for your pitcher. You get that first out, you can focus on getting the second out now.
Back-to-back strikes here from Dill as he starts off Will Turner 0-1. Dill fires in another strike. A little bit high there. Got the call from the umpire.
And now Dill is dialed on. He's throwing some nice fastballs here, and Will's having a tough time reacting.
The 0-2 misses high, 1-2. Still a pitcher's count. Do you go back to the off speed? We've seen several hits on it already.
I would say no. Go something different that he hasn't seen yet.
As Dill overthrows that one well high, now 2-2.
Dill needs to settle down and just go to a pitch that will guarantee him a strike. His best pitch.
As that one also misses. Now Turner back battling from 0-2 to push it to 3-2.
He is now being more patient, reading the pitcher's pitches here. But he swings on that one, and that will be out. A well-placed throw by Dill here, right in that right corner, out of reach of the batter.
Back-to-back strikeouts from Dill, with 2 runners still in scoring position. So that one's grounded foul by Grogan. Two errors, 2 hits, Xander. But now, back-to-back strikeouts. Do you think he's maybe settled in a little bit?
I think so. Those pregame nerves, every pitcher's going to handle them differently. Nico did not handle them the best.
As Grogan lines one into center field, that's going to score 1. However, his Boca picks it up quickly and gets it back in to limit it to just 1 run on that single by Grogan. Now 3-0 Extreme.
And that was a well-placed hit by the batter, able to bring in the runner to push a 3-0 lead already.
Dill misses with the first pitch to Olsen, 1-0. The left-handed hitting Olsen takes a strike.
And now I'm interested to see how Nico adapts to the different handness of the pitchers. How he's going to handle a left-hander from a right-hander.
Olsen takes ball 2. With Olsen, he only has a .278 batting average, but a .426 on base. So that what that tells you is he's really taking his walks as he swings and fouls that one back. Now it's 2-2.
He's stealing a lot of bases in his last couple of games. He's going to try to get on base and steal to try to get in the scoring position. And that's when you know a player has good baseball IQ. He's taking what the defense is getting him, not giving him a chance to stop him and tag him out.
As Dill misfires on the 2-2. And that will allow Grogan to get into second base. Now a full count, 2 outs. Already 3 runs in. Dill needing an out here.
He needs a big out here.
As that one's fouled out of play by Olsen, and we'll do the full count over again.
And I think that Nico needs a nice changeup here to try to get this batter out. This is a big out. Bring out your best pitch.
The 3-2. Grounded through the hole into right field. Kennedy will pick it up as 2 runs score. Grogan not stopping around third, and that is now 5-0 in the first inning.
The Elmhurst are just putting on a clinic in this first inning. This Schaumburg defense is not communicating well. That play could have been made, but... And also, we got to credit the great hit positioning for Elmhurst right here.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Xander. I don't think that was a playable ball by the defense. Just a good piece of hitting by Olsen. Pokes it through the gap to make it 5-0. Should be 5-0. As Stepnick swings at strike 2. Now Dill just 1 strike away from finally putting this nightmare of a first inning behind him.
This would be a big reliever for him.
Stays alive with the foul ball. Dill really working hard in this first inning with 33 pitches and counting.
And I wouldn't be surprised if another pitcher came in midway through the second.
As that one floats in there, but just high. You could tell he really wanted that one.
He did. That one could have gone either way, but the called it a ball.
Still fires and misses with the 1-2. Now 2-2 with Olsen at first and already 5 runs. Dill will check on Olsen at first.
The first baseman also dropped the ball there. Olsen probably could have stolen second.
As he takes off in a swing and a miss from Stepnick. And the first inning is finally over, but not before the Extreme push 5 runs across in the top of the first. We'll be back with the bottom of the first on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
We are back in Schaumburg, Illinois, in this 14U matchup between the Schaumburg Flyers and Elmhurst Extreme. Elmhurst got off to a quick 5-0 lead already in the top of the first inning, Xander.
They did. They had some very well-positioned hits right between the first. There was one right between one of the baseman's legs. I was very well placed. A couple in the outfield, right between the outfielders. One was in between second and third base, and that caused shortstop and third, excuse me, and that caused a miscommunication there that caused two runners to be in scoring position.
Yeah, several softly hit balls. Not a lot of hard contact led up by Nico Dill, but just balls that were finding holes and unable to be made outs. Now the Flyers find themselves behind big before they even get up to the bat.
And most of that isn't really Nico's fault. All those do is defense, just making some unforced errors at the beginning, and the Elmhurst adapting with some nice pieces of hitting.
As the pitcher for the Flyers will also lead off, as Nico Dill steps up and takes strike one, a low pitch that it didn't seem like Nico was getting.
He wasn't going to throw that. He wasn't going to swing at that one. Well, I think it's unusual that the pitcher is leading off here. You don't see that very often, do you?
Put your athletes in their best positions. As Nico fouls that one foul. 0-2 right away to the Flyers starting pitcher. As that one misses from the starting pitcher, Danny Rabel.
And Danny is a very long-legged pitcher. He's going to get some pretty good extension on these balls here.
As Nico fouls that one back as well into the parking lot. As that one bounces over a car. Lucky for that person.
Let's hope it doesn't hit someone's car. That'd be a very expensive insurance bill.
Rabel comes into this one with a 6.87 ERA. Little higher than he probably would like, but not near the worst on his team.
He's pitching pretty well so far to start this game out, but it could be better. I'm interested to see what he improves on during this game, how he's going to progress through the game.
Good battle from the leadoff batter, Dill, as that is now 3 foul balls, and the count is 2-2.
And I love pitcher and hitter battles that go on like this. It shows that it's a good chess match, and neither one is given in.
As that one misses from Rabel, now a full count from your leadoff man. He's seen 6 pitches, about to be 7. It's exactly what you want from your leadoff hitter after going down 5-0.
You want your leadoff hitter to stay on the plate for as long as possible and take as many chances as he can to get on base, because the Flyers have a big deficit to make up here. And he's walked. Nico is walked.
Yeah, that one misses from Rabel. So after going up 0-2, he loses him after a couple of foul balls, and now they got their leadoff man on for the Flyers.
Very important to get your leadoff man on. It already puts a runner on the bases with no outs on the board. A good start for the offense.
Rabel will check on Dill. The shortstop, Andrew Lipka, batting from the left side. Takes strike one as Dill takes second, standing, unable to catch the ball from the shortstop, Baird. I think he might have had him there.
I think so too. Baird did drop the ball there, bounced out of his glove onto the floor. That's such a tough play, and Nico still in second.
A good throw from Bokel there, but unable to record the out. As Lipka takes a ball to push the count to 1-1. The long right-hander fires in a ball there as well. Now 2-1. Hitters count, runner in scoring position already. Lipka looking to do some damage.
He's looking to try and make up for that big lead the defense gave up here. Great hitting and turning a great defense, though, especially in a game like this.
Lines that one to second base, and a nice play by Olsen out there getting dirty, laying out for the first out.
And you love when a player sacrifices their body to make a play like that. Olsen with a great, spectacular dive, well coordinated to get the first out of the inning for the Extreme.
You know, Rabel, your pitcher, you always like seeing your defense flash some leather.
Oh yeah, that's a big momentum booster there and a big momentum destroyer for an offense.
As Rabel starts, Grant Durr off with a strike. Grant Durr batting .408. And his approach that he was telling us in the pregame is pretty simple. Just hit nukes.
And you like an approach that's simple. Just try to get the home run, try to make those big plays, and we're going to see if he can make a big play tonight.
The 1-1. Misses as well, ball 2. 2-1 to the number 3 hitter, Grant Durr, who started this one at second base.
And Rabel is throwing a lot of wild pitches here that could go 50-50 as that one almost hits Durr's head.
Hitters count, number 3 hitter. What's he looking to do, Xander?
Just looking to hit the ball.
So he grounds one to the shortstop, Baird, and he's unable to pick it up. And that's going to go down as an E6, and there's runners at the corners with just 1 out.
I'm surprised Baird dropped that ball. He was in great position, made a great dive. I thought he was going to make that play, but I guess not. Maybe the heat has been a factor of these drop balls early in the game, but the Flyers able to take the corners with Dill at third and Durr at first.
Well, we have seen the heat sometimes be a factor. Makes it sometimes harder to focus as Durr takes second without a throw. Maybe that is a factor. It's important. Even though the sun's going down, it's still hot, it's still steamy, still got to stay hydrated.
Exactly. Got to drink lots of water. As they're telling us in the pre-game interview, got to drink lots of water.
That's a big cut from Ethan Otano, the cleanup hitter, looking to do damage and continue this 8-game hitting streak.
And Otano wanted that pitch. Raby placed it in just his spot. Unfortunately, he was beat there.
As Otano skies one foul and short, out of play to the left side.
A lucky ball for a fan. Although there are not very many in attendance tonight. Maybe it's the heat.
Otano, a .788 slugging percentage. He's doubled 9 times. He's even tripled once and homered 4 times. This is exactly what you want from your cleanup hitter. You've got him up at the plate with 2 runners in scoring position. This is his job.
Exactly. And if he gets a home run here, that'll put a lot of momentum onto the Flyers' sides, and they'll be able to make up a big portion of the deficit here. But let's see what he does.
The 1-2 just misses outside. A nice pitch by Rabel, just unable to clip the corner.
That was a nice pitch by Rabel, but Otano showing some great hitting IQ, but not swinging.
The 2-2 misses high. Another full count. That is almost a full count to every batter that we've already seen for the Flyers.
Rabel's getting up a lot of full counts today. I don't know if it's the heat or him just getting dialed in, but we'll see. Nico didn't have the best start of the inning, but he recovered and got the last 2 outs.
As Otano gets into that one but pulls it just foul. That would have one-hopped the wall.
And he wanted that one. That would have been a double or even a triple right into that corner away from the outfielder. That would have been big.
Do you try to slow it down after getting him out in front?
No, just try to speed it up.
As he misses in the dirt, and that is going to load the bases for the catcher, Angel Gutierrez.
And that might have been the best decision. You have a dangerous hitter in Otano. Maybe the best choice to walk him and avoid giving up a run. And now you can trust your defense to make some plays.
This is exactly the type of inning the Flyers were looking for after giving up 5 in the first.
A lot of offense. Definitely be a fun game to watch.
Still just 1 out. Flyers needing to push at least a couple of runs across. Yes, you've started to get into the pitch count a little bit with pitch number 27 coming, but you got to get runs across as well.
They do. They have loaded bases right now. They do not want to waste this massive opportunity. But it's up to Raby to make sure that they waste the opportunity and continue and score as minimum points as possible.
We've seen a lot of pitches up in the zone from Rabel in this first inning. What do you think that means for his mechanics?
I think he's trying to target the zone.
So that one skied into center. Grogan camps under that one for the second out. Continue.
And that's the kind of play you want to make from your pitcher right there. Raby pitched it very well, and Grogan in the right position to make the out. That's the kind of play you want from your defense there. 2 outs and no runners advance, so that means the runs are going to be scored.
That'll bring up the first baseman, A.J. York, batting from the left-handed side.
And if you're A.J., you're in desperation mode to get a run on the board here, especially when you gave up 5 runs in the first and have to make a big play to try to get some of the momentum back.
York has found himself in a bit of a rut. Has not gotten a hit in his last 6 at-bats. Could really use a knock here as he swings and misses. 1-1 the count.
Not the best hitter up in this time of need. He's on a close streak right now. Let's hope he steps out of it and gets a big hit.
The 1-1 from Rabel. Swung on and missed from York. Now 1-2. Not a great swing on that inside pitch.
Rabel threw almost the exact same pitch 2 times in a row, and York swung on it twice.
As he gets him looking for strike 3, and they strand the bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Elmhurst remains in the lead over the Flyers 5-0. We'll be right back with the top of the second on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Lou Malnati's is about far more than making great pizza. It has been important to us to build a relationally sound culture from the inside out. We believe people that work on the same team must be meticulous about keeping their relationships clear at all times. During COVID, we created an employee relief fund, a 75% employee food discount, and handed out emergency sick pay. Since giving back to our community has been part of the Malnati tradition since 1971, we continually made it our job to feed frontline hospital workers during this difficult time. We're a family-owned company that values honesty, teamwork, and fun by having a dynamic, supportive, and inclusive culture. And we're honored and humbled to be recognized as one of the national top workplaces.
We are back at Polk Branch West Field. Flyers, bases loaded in that bottom of the first, but unable to push any runs across.
That was some great pitching by Rabel, some great under pressure pitching. He could have given it maybe 2, 3, 4 runs. No, he stayed composed and threw some great pitches, struck out York very well, threw a nice feint at the end, thought he was going to throw the pitch in the same spot, threw it in the opposite spot, and that struck him out. So some great IQ pitching by Rabel here despite the early troubles.
Yeah, despite getting bases loaded, still some signs of encouragement for for Rabel. He didn't allow a hit, only 2 walks. He got the error, but he was able to pitch himself out of the jam with that final strikeout.
Exactly. That's what you want from your starting pitcher. You want him to just focus on the pitch and have the defense take some pressure off. And Rabel knows his defense has his back now, so he'll be feeling a lot less pressure going to the bottom of the second when he has to pitch up next.
So that's the extreme pitcher. Nico Dill back on the mound after that rough first inning. Very simple. What needs to be better?
He needs to pitch better, especially just allow less hits and have your defense step up. Nico needs to command his defense here and tell him, let's focus on the game here. No more unforced errors, and let's start this comeback.
That'll bring up Calder Turpin to the plate. This outing from Dill seems very similar to his last one, where he was roughed up 9 hits, 6 earned runs, walked a lot on 4, but also he struck out 8. He struck out the side in the last inning, and there's another hit by the number 10 batter in the extreme lineup.
That one went right by Durr at third base, right by his glove. Some more great place hitting here from the extreme.
As we'll get Stepnick to take over for the runner at first, Turpin. And Lotito takes strike 1 from Dill. About to throw his 40th pitch in just the top of the second. Misses for Dill.
As a pitcher, you do not want to throw that many pitches. The more pitches you throw, the more tired you're going to get. And I would expect to see maybe another pitcher out on the 3rd inning.
As Lotito fouls that one back. 1-2. Dill's got him where he wants him. The final batter in the order, already a guy on base. They need an out.
Dill needs a big pitch right here.
So that one misses in the dirt. Now 2-2.
Now he's looking for it. He kind of released it a little bit early, and that caused it to go low.
Lots of good at-bats from the extreme in these first 2 innings. Laying off of bad pitches, taking good hacks at good pitches.
And that's what we call good baseball. They're taking advantage of what the defense is giving him and making the right plays.
The 2-2 from Dill. Misses in the dirt. As Stepnick takes second base as the throw from Gutierrez is well late. Yet another stolen base.
A lot of stolen bases here. And this base runner right here, he has some very long legs, so he's definitely looking to steal.
That one's lined into center, and it's going to drop in front of the center fielder, Kizoboka. Now 2 runners on, and still nobody out to start this second inning.
Kizoboka was caught way out of position on that play. Another piece of hitting, a place hitting by the extreme.
Leadoff hitter for the Flyers lines one on the ground past the second baseman. And now Stepnick's going to go home, and now the cutoff back to second. However, Lotito is safe back into second base. A good throw from the center fielder, Kizuboka, to hit the cutoff, but unable to get that runner at second.
Kizuboka made a great play right there, but the runner at second was still able to stay safe here. And that was another great piece of hitting by that last batter.
Yeah, the hard ground ball that Durr was unable to come up with drives in another run, and that's going to spell the end of the day for Nico Dill.
Not the best outing he wanted. He gave up 6 runs. Who knows how many hits? And just an inning. And we're not even an out into the second inning yet.
After 1 1+ innings, 6 hits allowed by Dill. He wasn't getting much help as he also got 3 errors in the field from his defense. He did not walk anybody, so that isn't one encouraging thing to take away, but not much else.
Exactly. He pitched pretty well to the end of the inning and got his act together, but I think the early pitches just got him a little bit tired here. Or maybe it's the Bugs attacking him like they're attacking us.
As the new pitcher for the Flyers is going to be number 23, Julian Martinez. Martinez has pitched 17 1/3 innings this season and sports a 7.67 ERA. What he needs to just eat up innings right now.
Exactly. He's in here to just eat up innings, exactly as you said, and just get experience here, try to improve for his next season. He's not having the best ERA right now, a little high for him. He just needs to make the simple pitch.
As the first pitch from Martinez misses in the dirt for ball 1. The pitcher Dill kicks out to right field as Ian Kennedy moves into second base. Lots of positional flips. The 2-0. Line down the line at left. That's going to be a fair ball. Runner is going to stop at third despite the left fielder Bartnicki struggling to pick it up. The bases are now loaded with the 3-batter Rabel coming up to bat.
And that last hitter for the Extreme, Duda, with another great piece of place hitting right where the third baseman couldn't get it, but not over the line in that sweet spot for bases loaded.
So that one's fouled back by Rabel, 1-1.
And the last hitter was Barred, not Duda, excuse me.
Still no outs and the bases loaded. Martinez needing a ground ball. He fires that one in the dirt.
I think he's feeling the pressure of starting this inning in a very bad place. Nico did not leave him much air room to work with here. That's a pitcher that can get in your head a bit.
Yeah, never an easy situation to come in. Runners on, 6 runs already across the board and no outs. As that one misses by a lot and it bounces all the way almost to first base, and all the runners are going to move up a base, and that's going to plate the 7th run for the Extreme.
Not the best bounce of the ball right there for the Flyers. And that's how baseball works. Sometimes these balls, they're bouncing a little farther because of this heat. And the Extreme able to push another run for a score of 7-0 already. And no outs.
Martinez in desperate need for an out as he gets a ground ball to the shortstop. Lipka fires onto first for the first out, but a run does come across the score as it is now 7-0.
As Lipka there with a nice play. That was a good throw. He picked it up. Good extension. Textbook throw. You get that first out. As a pitcher, you desperately need some help with your defense here as you try to close out this inning.
As the cleanup man Gavin Brown takes strike 1 called. Still a runner at third. As that one's in there for strike 2. Martinez trying to work a little quicker, pick up his pace and get into a rhythm. Swung on and missed. Now 2 outs. Martinez 3 quick strikes to get Gavin swinging.
He threw out a great pitches there. Just where he needed them to be thrown, and he was able to get that second out. That was huge.
That brings up Brian Bokel to the plate for the Extreme. Now 2 outs. As Martinez fires that ball's grounded foul down the third base line. Grant Durr over there at third. Bokel still with an RBI situation, already up 7 runs. Takes ball 1 in the dirt, but the ball bounces right back to the catcher, Gutierrez, and that runner holds at third. Martinez misfires on that one as well to the backstop, but Baird remains at third. Now 2 balls and 1 strike.
Martinez making a lot of errors at the plate here.
Another one misses in the dirt, and that is going to be ball 4, a 2-out walk, and we've seen everything down in the dirt, unable to get to the catcher from Martinez.
I don't know what's going through Martinez's head during that pitching exchange with the batter. Everything was just kind of lazily thrown and kind of just lobbed in there, and the catcher had to move off the mound to make some of those plays.
As he continues to miss down in the zone, but the catcher, Gutierrez, fires and gets the runner Bokel out at second base to put an end to the inning. But Elmhurst pushes 3 more across in the top of the second. It's now 8-0. We'll be right back in Schaumburg, Illinois on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Beep, beep. What up, Barry?
Hey, Chuck. Aren't you supposed to be on the course?
I was, but I need a new driver.
Oh, what kind?
One that hits the ball better.
Okay, I got you. Let's go to the hitting bay.
Oops.
Maybe we need a new driver for the cart, too.
You're a funny guy. Ooh, that's nice.
That one definitely hits the ball.
Come on, get in.
I'm good.
Suit yourself.
Oh, no.
What makes up a person? There's love, there's work, there's family, there's health, and so much more. It's the whole picture. That's why at Amita Health, we're about more than healthcare. We believe in whole care. Because you're more than a set of symptoms, a chart, or a procedure. You're the whole package. And that's how you'll be treated at Amita Health. Always. Amita Health, in sickness and in health.
We are back. Elmhurst, a commanding 8-0 lead over the Flyers after an inning and a half. Flyers needing something at the plate in this inning.
They just need to get anything going right now. Just swing at balls you wouldn't normally swing at. Just take some chances and get some hits. No more playing it safe. Playing it safe, throw out the window.
So you reckon more swings, even if it is bad pitches, rather than a more laid back approach to try to get some base runners?
I would say so. Just smack the ball. The farther it goes, the more base runners you can get on to the bases.
A bold strategy from Xander. We'll
You
see
gotta
what the Flyers decide to go with.
You got to be bold to come back.
Is the batter Bartnicki able to keep his hands back on that off-speed pitch, but just spray it foul and not down 0-2. Maybe not the pitch you want to be swinging at.
Not the best pitch to swing at. Maybe he's taking more chances than swinging.
As Bartnicki takes a ball. 1-2. The pause from the pitcher, Rabel.
And Rabel pitched very well in his last outing.
As he gets a strikeout there.
Exactly. A quick strikeout for Rabel here. He's throwing a lot of lengthy pitches here, using his length to his advantage.
Starts the top of the second the same way he ended the bottom of the first. Sorry, bottom of the second with a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts from Rabel.
And he is feeling it right now as a pitcher.
The 0-1 from Rabel. Another curveball off speed that Kizboka is only able to just spray foul.
And that's some great pitching there from Rabel. A curveball that made the batter react a little bit late. That was a foul ball. It'll be an 0-2 count. And now Suzuka will look to get something going here.
Big swing and a miss from Kizboka. Now 3 straight strikeouts, 2 in this inning. And that brings up Aiden Kennedy.
And Rabel is throwing some very elite pitches here. And that was his first ball of the inning, I think. And it's the third batter up.
Lots of strikes. And that's what you need. In an 8-0 game, you don't want to try to be too fancy on the defense.
Do you think that Rabel's length is having an effect on the offensive hitters?
Well, I do think Xander, that the longer that you're able to get, you're able to drive your legs out there and generate a little bit extra power, a little bit more downward tilt on that fastball.
Exactly. It's the same thing in boxing. All the power you're punching comes from your legs.
As he now falls behind 2-1. Kennedy, the second baseman, takes a big swing and miss, and now the count is 2-2.
And Rabel's doing a good job of making the pitchers the batters swing at pitches they think they can hit but are out of reach. Very psychological.
As that one misses up in the zone, now a full count.
What pitch will Rabel throw? Will it be a checkmate pitch or give up a hit? And it's a checkmate. No, that one was fouled back. Barely fouled back.
The foul ball from Kennedy, just able to get a piece to stay alive.
And I barely even saw him hit that. That was a very close hitting from Kennedy there. Rabel, he sees the catcher's glove past the batter.
The 3-2. Skied into right field, the center fielder over, and makes the catch as Billy Grogan tracks that one down for the third out of this bottom of the second inning. Elmhurst still up 8-0. We'll be right back on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede.
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
We are back in Schaumburg, Illinois in a early blowout as we head to the top of the third with Elmhurst Extreme leading the Schaumburg Flyers 8-0. Already a barn burner for the Extremes.
And all of this has to do with the great pitching from Rabel here. He's getting a lot of power in those pitches, and he's doing a good job at holding that psychological edge that is oh so important for a pitcher to hold over the batters. And he must have read Robert Greene's 40 Laws of Power before going into this game, because he is just mentally dominating the Schaumburg batters.
Martinez returns to the mound for the Flyers in this third inning. Struggled to record outs, still was hung with a couple of runs on his ledger. What does he need to do in this inning to try to limit even more damage from the Extreme batters?
Just try to play some pitches well. The batters will swing at, then they can hit it but miss. Kind of do what Rabel was doing there, but I'm interested in what Martinez does here. Will he try to dial it back in or see something new? Maybe some cool pitches he's working on in the bullpen.
The official line after Martinez entered with no outs in the top of the second for Dill. Only one inning, 6 hits allowed, 8 runs, but just 1 earned. Unable to get help from his defense, and it got him the hook early.
Exactly. Not the best position from his defense there. A lot of them were out of position, like that center fielder. He was kind of over to the left, and the Extreme able to take advantage with some great place hitting.
Martinez misfires to Will Turner, the batter for the Extreme. If you recall, Brian Bokel was thrown out at second base by Gutierrez to end the second, so Turner, who was at the plate leading off this third inning as he grounds it to short, Dill picks it up and fires it onto first base to Otano for the first out. Now that is exactly the start that Martinez was looking for.
Exactly. Brush off that last inning. Dill firing over to Otano, and just a textbook play, textbook pickup for the first out already. And that should get the Flyers momentum going on defense there. Try to get, maybe we'll get them out of their own heads a bit.
Billy Grogan takes strike one. He singled in the third run for the Extreme in his first at-bat.
Everyone's to get on base here for the Extreme here.
Grogan takes ball one in the dirt. Has 15 hits on the season. And with his first inning RBI, now 11 runs batted in.
He's been hitting very, very well. He's been seeing the ball come toward him and just taking what's given to him there.
As he takes a strike two called. A nice pitch by Martinez to get ahead.
That was the time by Martinez right on the border of the strike zone there. And the batter taking a hack at that.
Martinez goes to the off-speed pitch, but that one misfires by a lot.
He tried to throw the pitch in the same spot. This time with an off-speed pitch, and that one unfortunately led to him missing the zone.
We haven't seen a whole lot of command from the off-speed, let alone, or from the fastball, let alone the off-speed. Would you just try to stick with the fastball and work on pumping the zone, or would you still try to be working on getting pitches across?
Use the fastball a little bit more, but occasionally preparing pitches. Keep these batters on their toes.
As that one is lined into center field by Grogan, and it's going to get to the wall. Grogan's going to take a long round at first, but a nice play in center field by Kizaboka to get that ball back in and hold Grogan at first base for a single.
Kizaboka did a good job of not letting the pitch over top get too ahead of him. He tracked it down and made the nice throw to first base to Otano at first.
Martinez will check on Grogan before the first offering to Olsen. Olsen singled through the right side of the infield for 2 more RBIs in the first. Takes ball one.
And Martinez not really checking on much of the batters here on the bases.
So that one's in there for an inside strike, getting Olsen to back off of the plate a little bit.
You don't want the batter getting too close to the plate. You want to keep him balanced and earnest of where these pitches are coming from.
The 1-1 from Martinez is fouled back. The Elmhurst Extreme in this one have 8 hits and 8 runs with a runner on first base in this third inning. Runners in every inning.
Exactly. A lot of that has been the great place hitting by the Elmhurst Extreme. We always talk about great place hitting.
And a nice play over there by the shortstop Dill as he picks it up, steps on second, and fires onto Otano for the third out. A double play gets him out of the third. Still 8-0. Flyers come to bat. We'll be right back on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
When you're told that you're in your 50s and that you need a hip replacement and you're working, it's just very hard to hear that. Whole Care at Amita Health gave me options before, during, and after surgery. The pain was gone. I was dancing in heels in 5 weeks after my first hip replacement. The nursing staff and therapists at Amita Health were amazing. I'm Denise, and this is my Whole Care story.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
We are back with the bottom of the third. The Flyers finally get a scoreless top half of the inning. Now it's time for their bats to wake up and come through in the bottom half.
That was some great defense by the Flyers, especially Nico Dill. That was a great double play. He took the ball, stepped on second, and then made the great throw to first, taking control of the defense here. And you love when a player steps up like that and takes a leadership role to make those double plays.
Well, and I think an underrated point about that play from Nico Dill is he didn't let his bad outing on the mound affect the rest of his game. We saw him walk at the plate as he's due up second in this inning. We saw a nice play at short with getting the double play. That's what baseball is all about. You're going to struggle in different areas of your game. It's all about keeping your composure and not letting the moment get to you when you get your next chance.
Exactly. It's all I love this game. You have a chance to make plays at any spot on the field, and you can just forget about what happened on the mound and make a great play at second.
As the number 10 batter and the current pitcher for the Flyers, Julian Martinez takes ball 2, 2-0. And a swing and a miss with Rabel still on the mound in his third inning of work.
Rabel's pitching very well today.
As he misfires well outside. 3-1, a hitter's count.
A little unusual for Rabel here. Last inning, it was 6 quick strikeouts, 6 quick strikes thrown, and another batter struck out.
Swing and a miss on a pitch up and in to Martinez. Now a full count to the number 10 batter.
And if you're Schaumburg, you got to take advantage of this full count and get a runner on base.
The right-hander gets his sign for this full count. Misfires down and away. A leadoff walk to the number 10 batter, and now that's going to bring up the top of the order in Nico Dill.
And that was a pretty great walk for the Flyers there. The top of the order is up with a runner on first, so we'll see if these big bats can get going here, especially toward the top of the batting order.
Yeah, getting the leadoff man on as the top of the order comes up. It's time to start chipping away for the Flyers as we progress along in this game in the third. Rabel misfires ball 1. Now back-to-back counts, starting behind in the count for Rabel.
Very unusual for him.
As he misfires up and in with that one, now 2-0. I know it's an 8-run lead, Xander, but we've seen runs come quickly and come in bunches. How big of a leash are you giving your starting pitcher?
I'd say give him a little bit of a leash here. He has some time to make up, but if deficit goes to maybe cut in half, take him off the mound. He's starting to get a little bit tired, I think. He's pitching very well. Rabel has something to be ashamed about here for this inning.
In his third inning of work, that was pitch 55, fouled off by Dill.
And Nico pitched about 40-something pitches and then was taken off the mound by the coach. So a lot of work here for Rabel here.
So that one skied in the left, third baseman back, and he makes the play. A great play by Will Turner to catch that over his head, going back into the outfield in that Bermuda Triangle.
And Will Turner showing some great playmaking ability there, able to step out into the danger zone and just make that good catch right in that Bermuda Triangle area as we're talking about. And that's the kind of plays you want from your defense here, try to hold the lead. Will Turner look like his counterpart, Will Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean with that one.
Dill pops up, and that now brings up Lipko with one out as that pitch gets to the backstop and allows Martinez to scurry into second base with a stolen base. Now an RBI situation for Lipka.
And he's having to get that RBI to try to bring the runner home and try to get that first points on the board for the Flyers.
Flyers in desperate need of a run. Lipka, swing, shoots that one into left. And the left fielder, Duda, is going to allow that one to drop in front of him. Allows Martinez into third. So now runners at the corners, just one out.
I think Duda could have stepped forward a little bit more and gotten the easy play if he wanted to, but he let it slide for the runners in the corners.
Now I'll play devil's advocate, Xander. If you don't know 100% that you're going to be able to get over and catch that ball, you absolutely need to get in front of it. As that one skied into center field, Duda over to make the play. The throw home is not in time, though, as Martinez does score on the sacrifice fly, and the Schaumburg Flyers finally push their first run onto the board.
And that's a big reliever for the Flyers. You finally get a run in. The pitch from center field was a little slow there.
A well-placed ball, outfield playing back, a deep fly ball allowed Martinez in. So a good piece of hitting from Durr as now Otano steps up to the plate. As Rabel misses with ball one to the big right-handed slugger. Otano walked in his first at-bat, as that one's thrown away by Rabel. And that's going to allow Lipka to slide into second base safely, as the throw from Stepnik just not in time.
That is Rabel's first error of the ball game coming late here. Maybe he's going to show some pitcher's fatigue here. He's been pitching a lot of pitches here.
The righty fires another one into the dirt. We've seen effective wildness. Rabel definitely been all over the place, but just 2 hits and 3 walks allowed.
He is. He's being, it's what you call effectively wild here. But he's keeping it controlled somewhat to be able to find the strike zone and get these outs.
The right-hander delivers and misses up high for ball 4. And now a 2-out walk to the 4 batter brings up the catcher, Angel Gutierrez.
And now the extreme coach having an opinion with his entire defense here, not liking what he's seeing here. Maybe trying to get into their heads to close out this inning, because the mercy rule's in effect here. If they score 3 more runs next inning and play good defense, they could be going home early.
Every run counts in these 14U games. Important for the Extreme to make sure that they record this final out without allowing any more runs to come across. And on the flip, you know Gutierrez is looking to do some damage.
Exactly. Angel's hungry for a hit right now.
He flew out to center in his last at-bat, so he has outfield power, needing a gap. As he swings, and that one is yanked down the line, foul for strike 1. Rabel about to throw pitch number 64.
A big day's work for Rabel here. I would honestly expect someone else to take over for him when he steps off the plate for the end of this inning.
As he fires in a beautiful called strike 2. Now just 1 strike away from getting out of this with just the sacrifice fly.
Rabel looking for this last strike right now, dialed in.
Goes for the chase up in the zone, unable to get the swing and miss.
He was looking for a strike there, going for the upper corner. Unfortunately called a ball. A little frustrated with that one.
And that one is in there, called strike 3. Holds his swing back, but it doesn't matter. Schaumburg does get 1 on the sacrifice fly, but the score is now 8-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world.
And we are back with the top of the fourth inning with the Extreme coming back up to bat. The Flyers, they get one run, so hey, at least they're not going to get shut out, but they need more. So defensive side of the ball, it's got to start there.
They can now say, hey, we scored in this game. We did not get shut out. The pitcher, Raby, getting up a couple of hits there in the inning. But he's able to calm himself down and get that last strikeout at the end to send this to the top of the fourth.
Martinez still on the mound for this top of the fourth as he fires in a ball. 1-0 to Hunter Stepnick. Hunter grounds that one foul down the third base line. 0-2 quickly to the 9 batter. As he misses way down in the dirt for ball 2. Ball 1, excuse me. So that one swung on. A big cut from Stepnick.
Stepnick really wanted that pitch, but Martinez beat him to it there. Martinez showing some pretty nice pitching start off the top of the fourth.
As Martinez misses up in the zone there.
He would have wanted a strike there. Now dealing with a full count situation here early.
And he misses in the dirt for ball 4. Martinez kicks some dirt as he is not happy with himself after that leadoff walk.
He was definitely frustrated there. The pitch left early from his hands. He knew what pitch he wanted to throw. He knew where it was going to be. Maybe it would have been a strike, but he messed up. And that had allowed the first hitter to walk his way to first.
A walk to lead off the top of the fourth inning from Martinez. Now that's going to bring up Calder Turpin, who led off with a single in the second inning. The 1-0 from the right-hander misses well high in the zone for ball 2.
And now Martinez on 3 straight balls here. Needs to kind of settle down and there's some strikes. Just clear his mind.
So that one also misses down in the zone and bounces all the way out halfway down the line at first. Almost to the base at first. Bouncy backstop tonight.
Very bouncy. Maybe something to do with the heat. These balls bounce more in the heat than they would with a colder temperature. Usually we're in jackets right now, but I'm in shorts.
Jackets? Xander, it's the middle of June. Who's wearing a jacket in the middle of June? Come on, Xander. As Turpin walks there, now there's runners on first and second. And nobody out.
What I'm saying is that we've done games here before, and when it gets this late, we usually put like a light jacket or something like that because the wind picks up, but no winds here. That's what I was saying.
When the sun goes down, we have been chilly, but that was last week. This is this week, and it is hot and sweaty.
Exactly. I'm glad I'm not at my lifeguard job, and instead here gets to broadcast this amazing baseball game with my amazing crew.
As the Flyers coach is done with the conversation on the mound with Martinez, hopefully some words of wisdom there to calm down his right-hander after back-to-back walks.
Maybe the coach has a great speech to give him. Maybe he's been reading some Alexander the Great type stuff.
First pitch after the conversation misses well high. Martinez realigns the scope and fires in a strike on that one. 1-1.
That time he got the strike. The first pitch was a little off. Fired the second pitch, and the exact spot where he wanted on the first pitch to go.
So that one's lined back behind first base, just foul for Lotito. That would have been a very well-placed ball just over the head of York at first.
And Lotito thought that one was there. He was already halfway to first before it was called a foul.
Martinez takes a look at Stepnick out there at second base. Now he fires the 1-2 outside for ball 2. A close pitch did not get the call.
That was very close. Could have gone out there with it, but chose to give the batter the benefit of the doubt.
Struggling pitcher, those are the ones you want. As that one is swung on and popped out of play back behind the first base line. The 2-2 to Lotito is lined. He's going to drop in front of the second baseman as he goes to short, and the shortstop is unable to hang on to that one. Dill unable to handle the high throw from Kennedy. Kennedy let that one drop in front of him.
That ball kind of stopped right in front of Kennedy, right in the dirt. Didn't really bounce. I think it's got to bounce over his head. He picked it up, though, and Dill made a crucial error there, dropping the ball right out of his glove and giving up the full bases.
That's going to load the bases. Nobody out. And that ball got to the backstop, and the runner Turpin at second was halfway to third base before he realized breaks. There's a runner there.
Turpin is really hitting the sprints in the gym. It's very important that these players not only work on their hitting, but their legs, their arms, every muscle in your body matters for this very crucial sport.
Turpin excited to round the bases and score, but he's going to have to hold at second base. As the 0-1 is lined into right center field, one run is going to score. Turpin is going to round third, and now he's going to score. Lotito rounds second, and he's into third. Now runners in the corners after the the no-out, two-run single from Henry Duda, the leadoff man.
And that was a great piece of hitting by Duda. Plays it exactly where he wanted to, right in one of the weak spots in the outfield where the outfielders might not have that coverage. And two batters able to round the bases there, and now it's a 10-1 score.
And that is all she wrote for the pitcher Julian Martinez. A tough outing for the right-hander as he goes just 2 innings, allows 3 hits, 2 runs. He walks 3 and strikes out just 1. Tough outing in relief having to fill in for Nico Dill.
He wasn't placed in the very best spot to start this game, but unable to really get momentum going once he was given a clean slate. Just not the best outing for Martinez, we'll put it at that. But now a new pitcher can step up, and let's see if he can put the team on his back. And it looks like
that's going to bring A.J. York to the mound in replace of Martinez. Martinez kicks out to third base now.
And A.J. York did not pitch in the last outing. He went 0 for 3. So definitely looking to break that cold streak with some great pitching here.
York has not pitched since June 11th, where he recorded just 1 out, allowed 2 earned runs on 3 hits and 2 walks.
He's had a lot of rest time as a pitcher, so we'll see how fresh he is from all that. As that pitch was way over the head of the catcher.
That's why they give you warm-ups, Xander. As A.J. York is not a typical pitcher for this team. He has just 2 outings on the season, only has pitched 1 2/3 innings. So this is one of those situations where we see in the MLB, you get down big, you bring in a position player to try to eat up some innings, record some outs. That is York's job.
Exactly. In that last game, the Flyers went through 1, 2, 3 different pitchers, possibly more. So maybe a pitching shortage. Maybe some pitchers are also resting as well.
Well, you eventually get to the point in some games that you need to preserve pitching.
Exactly. It's crucial to have those shoulder muscles rested. We don't want anyone having Tommy John surgery as the runner steals second base already, not giving the pitcher any time to get comfortable in the game.
Yeah, Duda thought he had second base easily, did not slide. It was a closer play as that one's kicked off the mound. Dill over behind the base at second, grabs it, but a late throw as that's going to go down as an infield sinker for Colby Baird.
And I think Dill was trying to play some hero baseball there and didn't get the result he wanted to. He tried to make a dashing throw there, should have just stopped and made the basic play.
The runner tries for second as well. That one's fired into center field, and that's going to allow Duda to cross home plate, and that is now 11-1.
That was a pretty slow pitch from York, and Duda taking full advantage of it, showing some great on-base IQ, able to slide and steal home.
The 1-0 from the right-hander is lobbed in there well high up at the eyes of Rabel.
Maybe he needs more warm-up pitches. He didn't get a whole ton. A lot of them kind of went over the catcher. And that one is bounced way short.
So that allows Baird to steal third as well. York just needing to try to hit the glove right now.
Exactly. He's new to the game. He hasn't pitched in a while. He needs to get comfortable pitching the baseball.
Rabel a little over anxious on that 3-0. Saw that high fastball and took a big cut.
He wanted that one for sure. He wants to round the score. He wants this mercy rule. The score is 12-1 right now.
As he takes another one. Now that one was ball 3. 3-1 to the 3-batter Rabel. So he takes strike 2, a very nice comeback pitch from York.
Exactly. That's the kind of pitch that you want to see from York. He just gave up 2 runs, didn't make the best throws to his baseman, and that's his comeback pitch to just say, I'm still in the game.
As Rabel skies that one high into center field, right fielder over, and makes the play is Andrew Lipka. But with that, Colby Baird comes home to score on the sacrifice fly. And it is now 13-1 in favor of the Extreme.
Lipka did the right thing there to try and get the out because you need outs at this point in the game. But the runner able to take advantage and steal home. A lot of stealing bases for the Extreme here.
As Gavin waits back on that off-speed pitch but fouls it out of play. 0-1 to the cleanup batter.
And a cleanup batter with no one on base. He's just looking to chuck it home at this point.
Yeah, absolutely a place for slug, Xander. I hope we get one right over our heads.
I want to catch one.
As he misses with a ball. A.J. York on in relief of Julian Martinez, just looking to record some outs.
Also, I remember in the last game that we called for the Illinois, the Schaumburg Flyers, they did hit a home run that went over our heads. maybe we'll see another one. But they did lose that game by almost 20 to the Illinois Dodgers.
Xander, I think you're thinking about our game covering the 12U Schaumburg Flyers last week. That was their 12U team.
And the 12U team also, as that batter is walked, also had a home run there. So, because I remember one went over our heads, and then in the other game there was a home run kind of to the side of us. I'll have to rewatch that broadcast and see. Definitely nice to watch your old shows.
The walk to Brown brings up Bokel with still just one out. As Bokel fouls that one back. Our last time covering this 14U Flyers team was last week as they took a loss to the Illinois Dodgers. That one also a beatdown. They lost 27-6. So back-to-back games of us covering them and them just not playing well.
Maybe we're cursing them.
Is that one's line into left field and a diving play by the left fielder Bartnicki for the second out.
And I love when a player, no matter what the score is looking to make that diving play. Bartnicki showing some great effort from the right fielder here. Just doesn't care what the score is. He'll continue to make that amazing play.
You really appreciate those types of plays as a pitcher. So that one bounces into Will Turner.
It shows that your defense is still in the game and still has your back.
Gavin Brown, the runner at first. Will Turner, the batter. 2 outs in this top of the fourth. So that one misses high for ball 2.
And York really wanted that strike. A little disappointed heading back to the mound.
5 more runs pushed across for the Extreme in this inning. We thought that they were onto something after the scoreless third, but right back to letting up a bunch of runs.
As the batter is limping over, I think he slipped when he was swinging at a pitch.
Either that or a foul ball off the shin. I think that's what it is, Xander. Just a little bruise, you know, it hurts for a second, but ultimately Turner's going to get back in there and hack.
And Turner's looking for a big hit after that play. A lot of players use that as fuel to smack the ball.
As the count now moves to 2-1. 3-1, excuse me. 3 balls and 1 strike. Misses well high for ball 4 to Will Turner, as York still in search of that final out in this 4th inning.
And if you're York, you just need that out right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Elmhurst Extreme kept running up the score here. Just like a replay of the Dodgers game that we covered earlier. And that score looked like a football score. This score a little less, but as we have some thunderclouds kind of rolling in over behind us.
Hey, this is 14U baseball. Every run that you score means something. At the end of the league, at the end of the regular season, those runs, they count. They all count for something. These batting averages, these at-bats, they all count. So you don't want to just mail it in because you're up 12 runs.
Exactly. These players, they care about their stats. This is the stats age. A lot of high school coaches are referring more to analytics at this point. And these players, they're moving into their first years of high school baseball, as that would have swung on and missed. But it's important to get that practice because high school baseball games are the games that all the scouts are going to come out to. And these players want to play at the next level. They just got to keep hitting no matter what.
The 1-1 offering misses as a back pick to first base. Now, those are the kinds of plays in a 12-run game that just don't need to be made, Xander.
Exactly. That was kind of an unforced play right there. And they're lucky a runner didn't move up.
You didn't have your first baseman even at the base. These are the communication problems that you were talking about early.
Exactly. Communication is very important to a baseball's team success. It shows that you're in sync. When we watched that Dodgers game, when we broadcasted that Dodgers game, there was a lot of shifting in the outfield. Not a whole lot of that from the Flyers. And when it did happen, the center fielder was out of position. And another walk.
3 walks. And now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. York in desperate need of finding that final out. As A.J. Olsen comes up.
You just need anything at this point. Olsen looking to smack one deep and get a grand slam home run here.
As York misfires badly on that off-speed pitch. 1-0 the count. If you recall, Olsen was the one that was robbed of a hit by the shortstop Nico Dill with that beautiful unassisted double play.
He was. Nico with a great play on that one, taking command of his defense there. And Olsen looking for some redemption here. And what a chance to do it with the bases loaded.
And a hitter's count, 2-0. We've seen York all over the place. We'll see if he could get one that he can hit. As York misfires badly on that one as well.
He's definitely all over the place. I think he's hitting more pitches outside the strike zone than in the strike zone.
You know, it's a tough spot for a guy that isn't used to being out there on the mound. His team's getting roughed up. It's a tough spot for him. So you appreciate him out there battling as he walks in a run. You appreciate the battle. You appreciate the heart. But as the coach comes out, at some point, it's just not his night.
Exactly.
You got to get him out.
And I wouldn't expect him to be pulled right here from the game right now. But honestly, York needs to take this time and mentally clear his head. Mental clarity, very important, especially when you're a pitcher. And every pitch will matter in a game like this.
And I'm thinking they're going to keep York out there. We said it before. No point in burning more pitchers in a 13-run game. So this one, York is just going to have to go in there, take this one on the chin, and try to get him as many outs as he can.
Exactly. In that case, we'll look to get some help from his defense there. They've helped him before with some nice diving plays, especially from Nico Dill. But will that happen? Will there be more miscommunication? I'm not entirely sure.
As York fires in a first pitch strike, a nice start to this at bat. You're right, Xander. We've seen some nice plays. Yes, we've seen some errors from the Flyers defense, but a lot of nice plays. York, not a pitcher, especially not a strikeout pitcher, needs to utilize that defense.
Exactly. Just try to place pitches well, so when the hitters hit him, it kind of bounces over to the defense instead of being a foul. And those are the pitches that the defense will have the best chance of getting the outs on. And that one's a strike.
Now 2 strikes on Stepnick. Stepnick was at first base in the last inning.
Stepnick, a very long hair, looking to use those long legs to get on base.
As he takes a ball very high. 1-2 to the lengthy right-hander batting .312 with a .489 on base. As he takes a ball in the dirt. 2-2.
And a 2-0 count quickly becomes 2-2. York's head is probably going through a roller coaster right now.
Stepnick came into this one with 7 runs batted in.
He's a decent hitter. He can hit the ball pretty nicely, but that's only if he can get on base.
He walked in his last at bat, so a nice battle going on here. He's looking to try to add on to that RBI total. As a big swing and a miss in this inning is finally over, but not before Elmhurst pushes 6 more runs across to take a 14-1 lead. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th on Sports Broadcast Solution.
Luminati's is about far more than making great pizza. It has been important to us to build a relationally sound culture from the inside out. We believe people that work on the same team must be meticulous about keeping their relationships clear at all times. During COVID, we created an employee relief fund, a 75% employee food discount, and handed out emergency sick pay. Since giving back to our community has been part of the Malnati tradition since 1971, we continually made it our job to feed frontline hospital workers during this difficult time. We're a family-owned company that values honesty, teamwork, and fun by having a dynamic, supportive, and inclusive culture. And we're honored and humbled to be recognized as one of the national top workplaces.
Beep, beep. What up, Barry?
Hey, Chuck. Aren't you supposed to be on the course?
I was, but I need a new driver.
Oh, what kind?
One that hits the ball better.
Okay, I got you. Let's go to the hitting bay.
Oops.
Maybe we need a new driver for the cart, too.
You're a funny guy. Ooh, that's nice.
That one definitely hits the ball.
Come on, get in.
Yeah, I'm good.
Suit yourself.
Oh, no, 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 no.
What makes up a person? There's love, there's work, there's family, there's health, and so much more. It's the whole picture. That's why at Amita Health, we're about more than healthcare. We believe in whole care. Because you're more than a set of symptoms, a chart, or a procedure. You're the whole package. And that's how you'll be treated at Amita Health. Always. Amita Health, in sickness and in health.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world.
When you're told that you're in your 50s and that you need a hip replacement and you're working, it's just very hard to hear that. Whole Care at Amita Health gave me options before, during, and after surgery. The pain was gone. I was dancing in heels in 5 weeks after my first hip replacement.
We are back with the bottom of the fourth after a leadoff single from the pitcher of record for the Flyers, A.J. York.
And the Elmhurst Extreme able to run up 6 runs in that inning, looking at those like with like good defense. But York get on first already, so these Flyers are hungry to keep the game going.
Bart Nicky takes a big cut at that one, swing and a miss. Yeah, 6 more runs on the board for Elmhurst in that 4th inning. Just not the Flyers' game in this one. As he lines that one in the left field, York is going to round second but hold there. An aggressive turn, but a nice play by the left fielder Duda to get that one in.
And if I'm York, I would try to go for third. Maybe he didn't have as much time as he thought he did. Or maybe he just took kind of a bad shot at the base, but I'll try to go for third.
Cardinal rules, Xander. Don't make the first or the third out at third base. No need to risk one there with no outs and down 13 runs. No need to run yourself out of innings.
But they have time to, you know what, you're probably right. Be able to keep that runner on base because they have a lot of runs to make up here. They have to make up 3 runs to even think about something in the next inning because mercy rule is in effect.
The importance now is all focused on base runners for the Flyers. You're not going to get back with 1 base running play, with 1 swing. You have to string hits together as York takes third base with a nice secondary lead and the ball gets away from the catcher.
And York took advantage of the catcher's mishap there to steal third. And the batter looking to maybe RBI him in or just probably get on base.
Big swing and a miss from Kezoboka, his 2nd strikeout in this game. Now 1 out, and that'll bring up Aiden Kennedy.
And Baraka stealing second there also. These Flyers runners stealing a lot of these bases here.
we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Extreme. That is Brian Bokel.
And Bokel, we'll see what he can do. That was a great 3 innings pitched by Rabbi, where he played very, very well. Only gave up the 1 run, not a whole ton of hits, had a few consecutive strikeouts, but Yorkie, we'll see what he can do on the mound. He just has to close out this inning. Already has 1 out, and that was off of a catch by one of his basemen.
Bokel comes into this one with a 6.86 ERA, so looking to try to get in some work and try to get that ERA down in this low pressure situation.
Exactly, and as your pitcher, this is what you want to do. Just gotta try to learn from these mistakes. So you have a lead. You can give up a few runs here as he throws a strike.
The official line on Rabel, the Extreme starting pitcher in this one, he went 3 innings, only allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run. Did walk 4, but also struck out 4. So command wasn't his best in this one, but he recorded the outs and he made the pitches.
As that runner is walked for the bases loaded now for the Flyers here, and now looking like they can maybe come back and extend the game a bit here. Let's see how the Extreme defense adjusts. But you're right about that pitching from Raby here. Not his best command, did walk 4, but the walks did not even cross the bases most of the time. So he got some great help from his defense there.
Bokel finds himself in a little bit of trouble in this bottom of the 4th inning. After 2 leadoff singles, a strikeout, and now a walk, has the bases loaded and 1 out.
Let's see how he adjusts here. That was a nice swing and a miss. Got the chase.
Julian Martinez at the plate. Martinez batting .319 on the season.
As that one is hacked up, and the play is made by the second baseman.
A single from Martinez drives in another run. Now 14-2.
The Flyers sometimes finds a life here, and that was a nice play by the second baseman for the Extreme, Stefovich there.
He misses with ball 1 there. Yeah, we see, Flyers finally score another run, but is it a little too late at this point, Xander?
They already have 2 out, so if they can get another run or 2 in, they can extend the game. It all depends on the pitching of Breckel.
Bokel, another one of those guys for the Extreme with a higher ERA, but a good spot for him to record some outs.
Exactly. This would be a great play for him getting this last out, and would definitely boost his confidence as a pitcher, try to get that ERA down. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, though.
As Nico Dill takes ball 3, 3-0.
And a couple of low pitches for Brian. So that one bounced off of the catcher's glove. He has to go out to retrieve it.
I think that one was off his shin guard. Took a weird bounce. Might have been a cross-up or maybe just didn't see it. I don't know what happened. But that one bounced right off the kneecap. Luckily for shin guards.
I did believe that, but he's lucky none of the runners scored. As that one has popped up for another foul ball. Great pitcher-hitter battle going on here. As we are at full count.
A 3-0 swing, Xander. A 3-0 swing from the leadoff hitter Nico Dill in a 14-2 game. What do you think about that?
I'd say if the pitch was in the strike zone, I'd say take it. Maybe it was in a spot, but
as Dill pops that one high on the infield, first baseman runs in and secures the catch. A nice play by Stepnick for the final out. Schaumburg does score 1. But it's not enough, as the mercy rule is in effect in this bottom of the 4th inning, and Elmhurst is going to defeat the Schaumburg Flyers 14-2 In this 14U matchup, Xander, an early 5 spot in the top of the first for Elmhurst, and they just never looked back, getting 3 in the second and 6 in the fourth.
Exactly. Place hitting was the key for this one. A lot of hits placed in spots where the baseman or the outfielders had to kind of come to and make those plays, which forced some errors. And also a lot of errors from the Flyers early on. Maybe shook their confidence here. But you have to remember that great pitching from Raby here, only giving up 1 run, 4 walks as having spat, but still only 1 run. That's the big stat. He is the player of the game in my eyes.
For the Extreme, they get off the losing streak. And as for the Flyers, their losing streak now extends to 4, as their next game is Wednesday against the Mount Prospect Black. We will be right back with our post-game interview. For Anthony Collada, Xander Chamberlain, and the rest of our crew, this was Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world.
Luminati's is about far more than making great pizza. It has been important to us to build a relationally sound culture from the inside out. We believe people that work on the same team must be meticulous about keeping their relationships clear at all times. During COVID, we created an employee relief fund, a 75% employee food discount, and handed out emergency sick pay. Since giving back to our community has been part of the Malnati tradition since 1971, we continually made it our job to feed frontline hospital workers during this difficult time. We're a family-owned company that values honesty, teamwork, and fun by having a dynamic, supportive, and inclusive culture. And we're honored and humbled to be recognized as one of the national top workplaces.
What makes up a person? There's love, there's work, there's family, there's health, and so much more. It's the whole picture. That's why at Amita Health, we're about more than healthcare. We believe in whole care. Because you're more than a set of symptoms, a chart, or a procedure. You're the whole package. And that's how you'll be treated at Amita Health. Always. Amita Health, in sickness and in health.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world.
Lou Malnati's is about far more than making great pizza. It has been important to us to build a relationally sound culture from the inside out. We believe people that work on the same team must be meticulous about keeping their relationships clear at all times. During COVID, we created an employee relief fund, a 75% employee food discount, and handed out emergency sick pay. Since giving back to our community has been part of the Malnati tradition since 1971, we continually made it our job to feed frontline hospital workers during this difficult time. We're a family-owned company that values honesty, teamwork, and fun by having a dynamic, supportive, and inclusive culture. And we're honored and humbled to be recognized as one of the national top workplaces.
I'm Josh Lill with Sports Broadcast Solutions, and this is the post-game show. The Elmhurst Extreme defeat the Schaumburg Flyers 14U. 14-2, double 14s on the board. I have the starting pitcher for the Elmhurst Extreme, Danny Rabel. Danny, how does it feel to end your team's losing streak today?
Well, it was coming eventually. We didn't know when, but it's really nice to get another win. We haven't got many this year, but it was a good one.
Every win is important to get. It helps you along the way. So what's it like when both teams have significant losing streaks? Something has to give. Both teams are fighting for that next win. Like you mentioned, what was the mindset and what was the approach out there from both teams that made it so intense?
It's the MSBL tournament, and basically if you lose, you're playing like the best team. So you got to go out there and fight, or else your tournament's over. You got to just give it your all.
And part of what gave your team such a great win, 3 innings pitched with 4 walks and 4 Ks on the board, helping your team to a significant win. What was your approach on the mound that helped you be so relentless on the attack?
I just pitched like I usually do. A little bit too much walks, but the strikeouts were pretty good. And just throwing strikes. That's all you got to do.
And not only did he have 4 strikeouts, 3 RBIs in the batter's box. How did it feel to do damage on both sides of the ball?
Felt great. Just making contact, just helping your team out, just getting runs, and it just feels good.
This has been Danny Rabel of the Elmhurst Extreme 14U team. They take down the Schaumburg Flyers 14-2 at Polk Branch West Park in Schaumburg, Illinois. This has been the postgame show. I'm Josh Lill with Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Beep, beep. What up, Barry?
Hey, Chuck. Aren't you supposed to be on the course?
I was, but I need a new driver.
Oh, what kind?
One that hits the ball better.
Okay, I got you. Let's go to the hitting bay.
Oops.
Maybe we need a new driver for the cart, too.
You're a funny guy. Ooh, that's nice.
That one definitely hits the ball.
Come on, get in.
Yeah, I'm good.
Suit yourself.
Oh, no.